A few days ago, I was watching a video that Brandon Tatum presented discussing a new entry into the 2020 political campaign, Senator Cory Booker of New Jersey. Now, I've heard about Cory Booker before and familiar with some of his work, but I was alerted to his presidential campaign video in which he describes some of his upbringing and backgrounds and all of these things into his pitch to be a Democratic nomination for president. And before I kind of get into the video, let me say I'm not here to tear down Cory Booker. He is an African-American man. He has done some great things in his life, more so than most people in the United States. He's been privileged to experience some things that none of us ever will, nor will our children ever experience some of these things that he's done. So I'm not here to tear him down. But I got to say, Cory Booker, you are running a campaign on victimhood, which is why you will not make it out of the primaries. If you look at this video that Cory Booker or introduction that he's done with his team, number one, he's trying to make you feel very sad for him in his life. You know, my parents had to move here into a good neighborhood for me to do this. I went through all these things. Number one, no, you didn't. Okay. Both of your parents were some of the first black executives at IBM. And for those of you who don't know IBM in the time in the 70s and 80s, they were what Apple is right now. Okay. So anybody, white or black, who parents worked at IBM as corporate executives, what were they called? Privileged. Okay. It wasn't like your mama was working at Leroy Soul Food Kitchen House and your daddy was on crack. Like my daddy was on crack. Okay. It wasn't like you was hearing gunshots in the hood. You wasn't doing none of that, man. And people know that. So you want to make somebody feel sorry for you instead of you standing on the fact that you have been a senator. This is what you've done for your precinct. This is what you can contribute. You don't do that. You lead with feel sorry for me because I'm black. I'm an African-American. I mean, I think that you're African-American. You could be, mixed up with a little something else, but you look like one of us. So vote for me because I'm black, which is you're trying to be an affirmative action candidate for presidency. Feel sorry for me into the White House, not based off of what I've done. These are my agendas. This is wrong with this country, and this is what I'm going to do. Here is my track record. I stand on that track record as a senator of the great state of New Jersey. But no, vote for me because I'm black and underprivileged. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't deal with the shit. In a competitive country like the United States, you want to not compete off of your record, but vote for me based on the fact that I'm black and I had to overcome these things, which is a lie. Because number one, your parents were IBM executives. Then you went to one of the most high-performing public high schools in America. Well, at least even right now. The school that you went to were very good. Northern Valley Regional High School of Old Tappan or Tappan. Right now, U.S. News ranks it at least one of the best top 1,001 schools in the nation. 831 in public. So who knows what it is back then? Then in 1986, by the way, your USA Today Parade All-American defensive back. Who else was on that team? Oh, I don't know. Emmitt Smith. Emmitt Smith was on that team. Ricky Waters. So let's not act like you don't have. And then let's not act like you're a victim. So you're a USA Today Parade All-American. You get a free scholarship to where? Oh my God, Stanford University. It's white folks that can't get into Stanford, brother. It's Asians can't get into Stanford. You go to Stanford University. Again, parents are IBM, regardless of race. Those two factors automatically make you in the top 1% in America. So how in the hell are you being victimized or being discriminated against? And let's make it worse. Not only that, after you get out of Stanford, where do you go study? You get a master's at what? Queen's College in the UK. In the UK, Queen's College, get a master's. If that ain't bad enough, you come back to Yale University and get a Juris Doctorate. So tell me, why should America feel sorry for you? And I'm a black person saying that. This is why the Democrats are so bad for African Americans. They are bad for America in general, because how can this man make somebody feel sorry for him? How? Where? What discrimination have you experienced? You were born with a silver spoon in your mouth. And the reason why you do that is because you know that you cannot win based on merit. Either you must be a shitty senator or you have absolutely no agenda, which is probably a little of both. And quite frankly, let me tell you who you need to convince. You need to convince an audience of middle America who is white, who was tired of a Negro or any other person, don't be white or black. The last thing they want to hear is feel sorry for me and people like me. When you don't fit into that, even black folks know Cory Booker don't fit into that. And it makes it bad for some of us African Americans who have had to go through the struggle. Some people attach ourselves to our struggle in our own group that never experienced it, like we have. And then now you're in Newark acting like, oh, I'm from the inner city. You never was born from Newark, Negro. And I gotta call bullshit when I see it, because stuff like this makes people look at African Americans as if we can't compete based off of merit. Especially if you get into Stanford and do well, and you go to Queen's College and do well, and you go to Yale and do well, and you pass the bar. Brother, stand on what you have done. And this is all the Democrats want to do. They want to always throw race in it. And while that is true, race is a big problem for African Americans. You're going for a job which you do not have the black vote. You have to convince people in America to vote for you. And nobody likes a loser. So either you serious about running for president or you playing. If you are playing, brother, go sit your ass down. And let somebody else get in there. Come out there and swing from the fences. This is what Donald Trump is doing wrong in this country. Whatever happened to political ads like that? And this is what I'm going to do. This is a problem that I'm going to solve. And this is what I'm going to do. Because you know what, quite frankly, let me tell you this, nobody cares what you've been through. See, this is a lot of things that a lot of African Americans have a hard time with. I know I'm going a little bit over budget for the schedule. But when black Americans a lot of times want to compete in the dominant society for positions, we have to always kind of remember and remind folks that we have been victims, our parents have been slaves, and blah, blah, blah. Let me tell you this. Nobody cares. Black people don't care. Because whenever you go to a restaurant and you don't get your food service and the person goes, hey, man, I'm a victim of slavery, so this is why I fucked your food up. You're going to be like, Negro, what? Nobody cares in America. What we want to know is, can you do a better job than the guy that's in there now? Because everybody wakes up, and I'm being fair here, everybody has problems. White people got problems. The Negroes, we know we got problems. Mexicans have problems. So when you do that, You're acting like you need help because you can't fix it. And America is a win first nation. We like winners. We want to see that you can win in spite of what happened. Let us feel sorry for you, which we can't feel sorry for you because you're already privileged. But do something and base it on the argument. That is what presidential debates are for. And that's how you win the primary. You win the primaries and you win any kind of focus on America, similar to what Trump did. What did Trump do? Trump came up and said, I'm going to do what? Build the wall. Immigration. He ain't come out, and to be fair, Donald Trump's father was raised by a single mother and had nothing. If anything, if anybody want to talk about how they rose up in this country, that's the story we want to hear. We don't want to hear it from somebody who had parents that worked at IBM and you went to Stanford and then you went to Queens College and then you went to Yale University. Calypso, Oregon, I'm preaching. Nobody wants to hear that goddamn shit. What Americans want to know is, okay, you're a senator. What is your track record? What have you done in New Jersey? What's different than what you came in with? And what are you going to do as president? Boom. That's what I want to know. Don't care if you're black. Don't care if you're brown. Don't care if you're white. But that is the main way to turn white people off. And if any Negro is going to run on presidency based off the fact that I'm a victim or I'm a black woman, expect to get blown away. I'm sorry. That is not the way to do it. Nobody wants to be trying to vote for a handicap ass president. I'm sorry. You guys might not like what I'm saying, but nobody likes a loser. And you're not trying to win. Some of these candidates are coming in not trying to win. You're playing around. You're wasting people's time. Damn it, I'm just being serious. And I cannot respect anybody with an affirmative action approach to presidential campaigns. And I'm not going for it. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching the video. Shout out to Brandon Tatum. I'll link his video in the description. And let me know what you think. What do you think about this? Is he running an affirmative action campaign? I think he is. Comment below, subscribe, hit the bell, and I'll try to get some more political videos out there for you pretty soon. And as you know, the buffoonery of Democratic candidates remains at an all-time high. I'm out.